matches, but we're basically just swapping a couple of matches around to just accommodate players a little bit better. To the bottom right hand side, our blue Terran player. From Team Liquid, of course, uThermal. To the top left hand side, our pink Zerg player from 1F Pro Gaming, one of the sponsors of OSC. It is Blord. Maybe not OSC, but the OSC Masters Cup. It's still cool that they support the OSC Masters Cup, or some part of OSC, because all OSC is pretty freaking awesome, if you ask me. It's going to be a gas pool opening, an early gas pool opening, a double gas pool opening. I guess this was 12 pool here, then I wasn't paying immediate attention, I'm not going to lie. So it looks like 12 pool into the double gas, meaning this is going to be a roach-based rush here in these early stages. So Blord opening the series as maybe he means to go on, I suppose, potentially. With a lot of aggression, put it that way. So, again, this underway right now. Let's see how it gets going. As we're just going to be seeing this overload coming in towards the middle of the map. And, yeah, seeing what might happen. Alright, this overload just coming down towards the lower right side, and obviously we are going to see the first roaches coming up. uThermal will just Reaper expand here, and he is going to be seeing this roach attack with the Reaper for the first time. No Zerglings, by the way, so not going to be kind of a couple of links to delay the Reaper or anything, and to pull it back and to hide this attack. Kind of interesting. He's going to be seeing this Reaper coming across. What's up, IC Breaker in the chat as well? How you doing? Mr. Dress Up saying I need some real food, some fish and chips. I got hot dogs in the fridge, which I'm probably going to warm up after this series. I'm going to have some hot dogs after this series. Would be good. Lord of the Drinks is ill. I guess that's what happens when you Lord of the Drinks, man. Sometimes the drinks get the better of you. Hope you get better soon. As you see the Reaper just moving to the side. He actually, I mean, I guess he just saw the lack of a natural, right? And that immediately is just a big telltale sign of some sort of aggression here, so uThermal actually went for the double Reaper opening. He's been doing this a lot the last few days, double Reaper openings into sort of a triple CC kind of playstyle with Bio. He's been doing this in pretty much every game at TvZ, so it's cool to still see him doing it. It's pretty interesting. You see those Ravagers coming in, and they are going to be targeting down this bunker. So bunker taking a little bit of damage, and SCV gets picked off as well. That SCV comes back to repair up this bunker too. Oh my god, the bunker goes down. The Reaper and the Marine hop into the other side. So one bunker dies, but I mean another bunker already up here. Now the factory going to be finishing a tech lab in a moment or two. And we are going to be seeing these Ravagers picking off an SCV down on the low ground. Supply depot is still taking some shots here as well. As you're going to be seeing the bunker is loading up with units and pushing that overload back up through the top side here. Depot gets taken down, and we are going to be seeing uThermal able to get another Marine out, jumping into that bunker, and getting ready to go. A few Ravagers here going to be able to drop more corrosive bars, of course, but as the tank comes out, it really does shut down this sort of Ravager-based aggression. And the thing is for Blord, I mean, it's one of these situations where with only one base, you have to kind of win the game on this. Right now, if you actually run up the ramp to try and target down the tank, you're going to lose Ravagers to the bunker. So there's no good way of doing this. Oh my god, the bunker is, well, going to do basically just that. I mean, it wasn't exactly this. The Ravagers actually did get the siege tank. But, I mean, this is still a hold for uThermal. New tank coming in, and I guess more units coming across right now. As, I guess it'll be a similar sort of setup once again, but the bunker just is not going to fall. Maybe this tank for siege is a little bit further back this time. I think maybe it's just a tiny bit too forwards. As we're going to be seeing the Ravagers going to come up the ramp once again here. Going to start targeting down that bunker. Nice amount of biles. The bunker just doesn't die though. And again, the siege tank here will just continue to pick off those Ravagers. And at the same time, Reaper at the other side of the map starting to do some damage to the point where uThermal is just going to pick up game number the action. So getting going to the top left hand side, we can start to introduce our players. Our blue Terran in the upper left is indeed from Team Liquid, uThermal. He's up against the pink Zerg to the bottom right hand side from 1F Pro Gaming, Blord. Peruvian Zerg player here. Obviously a high OSC ranking, seeding him through into the bracket so far. Obviously plays in a lot of OSC events, I believe, getting him towards the top 26 in seeds. And hence his direct seed into the bracket didn't have to come through the groups as uThermal did, for example. It's always fun to talk about kind of the OSC Championship history a little bit. I'm going to do that just a little bit right now for the early stage of this game. Pig obviously doesn't really play anymore, so he isn't part of this championship. And that other 3 victors, Pig was the Season 1 champion. Season 2 was won by Gumiho, who was eliminated in the groups by part thanks to uThermal. Well, not thanks, he actually beat uThermal, but he got eliminated because he lost to Jim Rising. Crazy. But Gumiho, our Season 2 champion, is eliminated. Our Season 3 champion, Solar, is in the lower bracket now, because Snoot did take him down. So Snoot did take down Solar, and Solar now in the lower bracket. As is our other previous champion, Season 4 champion, Björn, in the lower bracket as well. So both those previous champions in the lower bracket, which means you have a very good chance of yet again having another brand new, fresh champion of the OSC Championship. Pretty crazy. Why did he just forfeit? Well, he was dead. he was on one base, he didn't do enough damage, he wasn't doing enough damage, he wasn't breaking through the bunker. There's nothing you can do at that point. Like, I think if you guys see the game for like another 5 seconds, you realize that he's completely dead. Like, his Ravagers are gonna die, he can't break through the bunker, he does no damage, he's on one base. Like, there's just no winning in that situation. There's absolutely just no winning. He's played it enough times to know that he's not gonna win from that situation, so just tapping out nice and quick, as we're going to be seeing uThermal here for game 2, does open with the 2-1-1. We said this a little bit earlier, was it today? I think at some point, I think it was all the way back in the WSG APAC Regional Finals broadcast. But we actually did cast the a 2-1-1 earlier today, but it really isn't a very common build anymore. It's a build that's very outdated, isn't really used too often at all, and is generally just... yeah, just generally kind of, I suppose in general, just not used because it isn't as popular at this stage, kind of. It doesn't work as often, but uThermal using it a lot lately, catching Zergs off guard with it, etc. You see here, Blord with a very fast lair, and a 2-on-1 can actually do quite well against a fast lair, because you just have, in general, a lot of units up to deal with whatever comes your way, whether it's going to be the Spire, or if it's going to be the other way around. As you see that Reaper again pushed back here by that Queen. Marines coming in, picking off a circle or 2. As we are going to be seeing that Spire is indeed dropping on down now in the back of this mineral line. So, Blord getting this set up and ready to go. A Baneland Nest will drop as well. This Extractor gets placed in the main. And it is indeed that Spire play. A Baneland Nest too, kind of like maybe like a Baneland Spire all in. You're seeing the Reaper going to be trying to do a little bit of damage here, but going to be fairly unsuccessful. What you don't understand is why didn't Blord just walk in and kill the base, not fighting that bunker? Because by the time you walk all the way up the ramp and into the base, the bunker's going to have dealt a hell of a lot of damage. And by then, SCVs just pull, and there's a steep, you know, it just doesn't work out. Like, you kind of have to, you run it up the ramp, you lose too much in the process. That's why people will generally just not do it. As you see a Crypt Tumor there getting picked off. As you are just going to be seeing this Reaper still just sat there and waiting to see what's next. Factory throws down a reactor here. I mean, the first 2 medevacs are indeed on the way out. uThermal pushing in towards the middle. In fact, his first 2 medevacs a little bit delayed here, which is probably why he's already pushing with the Marines. Something going down as he sees this push coming through. I mean, the Banens are out. uThermal will scan the natural. We'll see the Living Bane will pull back a little bit. Of course, he at least wants to wait for the medevac, so if he does get in trouble, he can just lift up and leave and minimize his losses. One Zerg will just confirm that army is still positioned just outside of the creep spread. Third hatchery now going to be finishing to the right-hand side. Scan, one creep tumor goes down, the second one as well, and probably one to the top also. Nicely done so far by uThermal. As again, just as Medivacs going to be moving forwards here as well in a moment or two. He sees the mutas already. He's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I should add in the missile turret to my bases. Perhaps we're going to be seeing Reaper Grenade goes down. And well, so far, uThermal good trades here out the front. And of course, it was a kind of a slower economy setup from Blord to get the mutas out so quickly. The fact he has the mutas playing defensively right now generally doesn't bode well for him, considering he did give up economy for this. He should be trying to get damage done with them. So it's kind of, using them defensively really isn't how it should go. Although if he kills those Medivacs off, it could be pretty huge for him. His Marines will turn around though. Enough of crew with no Bane speed. Well, those Marines are able to keep the Medivacs safe for now. Now he will boost away, and uThermal will be able to gather back up towards his natural expansion. But he has a few more Marines, etc. coming into play. A third base set up with a missile turret coming into it as well. As we are just going to be seeing the Painland speed coming on through. So Blord getting this ready to go. I mean, okay, again, he's survived for now, but he's going to come out in such a rough position here. He's going to be so terribly far behind. I'll just see those Marines just picking off an Overlord or so. So, again, picking off an Overlord quite nicely for now. Again, we just sort of wait to see what will be next, I suppose, in the near future. Marines coming through the center of the map. uThermal just going to keep up the pressure here, keep on attacking, keep on pressing. Keep on trying to do a little bit more damage at the moment, as we're going to be seeing those Marines arriving and already starting to stem on towards the hatchery. I mean, a few Balins here as well. The Reaper even throwing down a grenade to try and help. uThermal with a big spread, still just pure Marine, by the way. He isn't building up anything behind this. Now a second factory on the way up. There's now a few wouldn't mind starting up in production as well. Actually, the first two now arriving, but already the Marines alone are just doing so much damage here. And quite a bit done, as we're going to be seeing these Marines continuing over in this sort of direction. And we are going to be seeing Banes rolling on forwards, actually going to get some pretty good connections. But again, there's no follow-up, and Marines on their own with 1-1 upgrades will shred their way through the middlest alone. Now the few Banes are left over, well, it's maybe again not quite enough to really justify being able to push this back. And so now the Marines will turn once again. The few Banes went down, and we are going to see once more that army just continuing to disappear. Medivacs and Marines in the center of the map are going to be pulling back up. A fourth base to the left-hand side as well, getting ready to go. And still just waiting to see what will happen next in the near future. What direction this game will sort of go into, I guess, as Marines again from uThermal gathering up together. Widow Mines picking off a whole bunch of those mutas as they're trying to fly in. I mean, that's already pretty deadly. I mean, now those mutas continue to go down. Just a couple of Marines here, for example. Target firing down the lower health mutas. Blord just like that types out GG. Let's see if uThermal can just close this out without dropping a map, as we're actually going to be seeing a 12 pool once again. So maybe back to what we saw in Catalyst here from our Zerg player. As we have to the top right hand side, our blue town from Team Liquid, it is uThermal, and he is playing against the red Zerg bottom left, or pink Zerg I should say, Blord. Just a 12 pool right now. Just a 12 pool right now. No gases. Okay, now he starts the gases up. So a couple of extractors on the way. Setting up in towards this then, and just sort of seeing what sort of direction it'll head in, of course. I mean, we're expecting the Rotron, we're expecting this to be aggressive and attacking again and again and again. So that's, I guess, see exactly how it goes over the next few moments as we set ourselves up into it. Rotron going to be finished here very soon. As you do just see this Overlord starting to move out onto the map. What's up, Wired? Or I guess it's Wired. What's up? Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Get some Wardy Hots in the chat for Wired, please. Wired1. Appreciate it, yo. Thank you very much for supporting the stream. Is Wardy getting paid to cast these games, or does he just get all the viewers and possible subs? Pretty much everything we cast on the channel we do not get paid for. We just make money through ad revenue, subscription, etc. So any money we make today is just purely through you guys being awesome by watching ads, tuning into the stream, etc, etc. More or less. We've seen this Reaper identifying that this is the 12th pool Rotron once again. So once more we are going to be seeing uThermal identifying what this is, knowing what this is. Identifying what's going on right now. And well, last time he just set up the double bunkers and he was good. In this game, I imagine he'll do something similar. We're going to be seeing already another Marine popping out. A factory's on the way. Again, factory go into Tech Lab, go into the siege tanks, and slowly just push this back. Let's see what happens. We're going to be seeing the first Ravagers obviously here. Obviously not many units to jump in the bunkers just yet. SCV is not able to do too much either. Tech Lab starts to come up. He can actually kill this Tech Lab though. Maybe the factory will have to reposition. Love it. Cancels the Tech Lab and rebuilds it just as the units disappear. Oh, as the battles disappear or get used up or land, I guess is the word. A couple more Ravagers ready to go again. 2 bunkers here for now. The wall-off will buy so much time. uThermal doesn't even expand just yet. Throwing down the starport. I mean, going into Banshee is also a very effective way to eventually just clean this up and to defend this. We've seen this supply depot again picked off once again, and we are going to be seeing again another couple of Ravagers continue to push on through. And this is what, 6 Ravagers coming in towards the front. I mean, that is enough to kill a bunker or so. And we're trying to cross up this one down, and it will go down here. These couple of Marines will jump around towards the other bunker here. First tank about to finish up though, and that issue becomes the same again, where the tank just will start to kind of add on a really kind of difficult decision to be made as to what do you buy out, the bunker or the tank. Well, actually, bunker goes down, but now this tank will get so many shots off, and any Ravagers trying to come forwards. SCVs will try and block 2. Is that all 3 battles he needs? Oh my god, they miss. Now the Ravager battles miss, and it means he loses a bunch of Ravagers without getting rid of the tank. That's kind of huge, as he's going to keep these units in position so the Ravagers again cannot get close enough, and that's going to be... Okay, 2 battles, that's not enough for a repaired tank, and every single Ravager is going to go down. uThermal is beginning to save this here, and sieges the tank to get the Ravager kill. I mean, more roaches coming through the middle, but Blord is already being slowed down so much. This is an attack that needs to win the game super early, super quickly, not be delayed for a long, long time. And unfortunately, that's kind of what we're seeing at the moment now. It's going to be seeing those Ravagers still coming up the right side here, and they are going to be pushing forwards once again. I mean, a couple of depots will be getting picked away at in a moment or two. But, I mean, double tank. I mean, you just can't break this, right? Starport is building Tech Lab, so eventually it's a Banshee here as well. He will kill 1 siege tank. That will really be all, and again, behind this, it's just 2 slow trail of units off of 1 base. uThermal will take the